Alright, I think we're recording. Yes, we're on. Hey, everybody. Alright, I have not been on YouTube in about a month, and I miss it so very much. Alright, let me look at the camera. Okay. So, I thought it would be super fun to actually get ready for work live on YouTube and show you guys what I do. I did something similar to this almost a year ago when I first started my channel. And I think I know a lot more now, actually. So I thought it'd be fun to do this again. And I got a lot of new products for my birthday, and I thought it'd be fun to just kind of show you guys what I got, show you how I do my makeup, and if anyone is awake and wants to join me, please feel free to hop on in this conversation. All right. So I've already prepped my skin, but the one thing I forgot to do is put lotion on my face. So I have the Olay Moisturizer. So I forgot to put it on my neck. I did put it on my face. So we're just going to do that. And I'll show you guys what I put on my face prior to makeup application. Alright. So I washed my face with a new cleanser. It's by Soap and Glory, and I got it at Target for like 10 bucks. It's like a big bottle, like a cream cleanser. Did that, and then I used the L'Oreal Revitalift Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Put that all over my face to promote moisture, and yeah, it seems like everything I'm buying these days with skincare has hyaluronic acid in it, because, you know, as you age, your face gets drier, and you just want to get as much moisture going on as possible. I have so many things in front of me, it's crazy. Eye cream, this is just from TJ Maxx. I don't even know who it's by. It doesn't even say, it just says hyaluronic acid. So we've got eye cream that I put under my eye, and then the Olay face cream. So that's all I did, and lately I have switched over to doing my eyes before my face, because I feel like most eyeshadows you're going to get a little bit of fallout under your eyes, and I would hate to have done my concealer and foundation and everything and have to take it off because I got eyeshadow under my eye. So I recommend it to anyone that, you know, does some serious makeup. Do your eyes first. So I'm going to prep my eyelid with Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And this will help the eyeshadow to stick a little better and stay all day. Alright. I do have a number of concealers, and sometimes I feel like I have too many, but when you know you're using it on your eyes as well, like on your eyelid, you do tend to go through it faster. So I've been doing this a lot more recently. Okay. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is set the concealer. Oh, sorry. I'm just like... I'm going to set the concealer with, I have this Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I actually have never set my eyes with this, but that's what I have in front of me right now, so that's what I'm going to use. I usually use this to set my concealer under my eye, not on my eyelids, but you know what? Why not do this as well, right? So this will just keep the concealer from being a little too tacky, and it kind of just creates a nice base for your eyeshadow. Lately I've tried not doing this. A friend on Instagram had told me that she never sets her concealer, so I just think it's very interesting how everybody has such different methods, you know, and you just, a lot of makeup is just trial and error in what works for you, and what works with certain eyeshadows and what doesn't. So yeah. So today we're setting it. All right. The eyeshadow palette I've chosen is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte Palette. I know it's backwards because I think when I do lives you see it backwards. This is a very fall looking type of palette, and I actually used this recently on a bride. I did a bride's makeup over the weekend. It was Thanksgiving weekend actually, and when I did her trial and her wedding, the bride and the bridesmaid and my hairdresser friend, they all just like loved the eyes so much. So I was like, why not, you know, hopefully they're watching and they can see what I've done. They can see step by step what I actually did with this palette. And I also think it's a really good work makeup palette. You know, this is getting ready for work right now, and like typically I do really loud, crazy, bright eyeshadow for work, which is a little weird, I know. But I just have fun with makeup. I love it so much, and I like to try different colors every single day, and that's what I enjoy doing. But I thought for the purpose of this video, people might get a little more out of this by doing something that is a little more like normal for work. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I have so many brushes in here, I'm just trying to find the right ones. I'm gonna take out these big ones just to get them out of my way. Okay, so I'm gonna use a Wet n Wild blending brush, which I got at the Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna start with this color called Caramel. And I'm gonna just blend that into my crease. So we're starting off real easy. This palette is very interesting because I won it. I did not buy it. I am an avid Instagram user. So I like to enter some contests sometimes, because you can win makeup or whatever contest you choose to enter. And so I entered this contest by the Butte Identity. She is a really great, you know, makeup Instagrammer, and she takes really great pictures of makeup, and she has very good opinions, I think, on makeup. She knows what she's doing. So yes, I won her contest, and I won this Latte Palette. I think it might have been like over the summer, and I was so surprised. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't think I'd win. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Pumpkin Spice all the way on the end. So, of course, a little more orangey. And I did not, I'm sorry, I was going to say I did not plan out this look because I was going to just fly by the seat of my pants. But no, I'm doing the look I did on the bride. So, do the other eye. And I like this palette because it's pigmented. I prefer eyeshadows that don't take a lot of work to get the color on your eyes, and that is really just an opinion thing. Like, some people like when, you know, you're not getting so much pigment on your brush and on your eyes right away, because then it's not so scary, you know, you're not like, oh my gosh, I just put so much eyeshadow on my eyes, what do I do? So I think maybe like palettes that are slightly less pigmented is good for beginners, because it's not like so scary, you know, you're not like, oh man, there's so much makeup on my face and I feel so awkward about it, you know. All right, so now we're looking a little more orangey. I'm looking to see if anybody's here yet. No, it's really hard to see. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Hazelnut right up here in the corner, and we're gonna just blend that in too, just to kind of like deepen things up a little bit. So just giving it like, I mean, it's essentially, we're gonna have kind of like a very brownish, bronzy, fallish look on the eyes. But you know, blending a lot of these colors into the crease just helps to deepen things up and make it a little more dramatic. And God, I just have so much fun putting makeup on. A lot of people say to me like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you take the time to do this every single morning. And I do. Like, I don't think I've missed a day of putting makeup on for work in 2 years. I had my second child about 2.5 years ago, and I went back to work when he was 6 months old, and I'm telling you, that's what really catapulted my passion for makeup. I went back to work. I had not yet lost all the baby weight. I was still wearing maternity pants to work, and I don't know, I just felt a little you know. So I just started slapping makeup on my face to make me feel better, and it worked. And look what it's turned into. I will say that for 20 years, I've always like been fascinated by people that can put makeup on. I'm like, how do they do that? You know, and I don't know why I told myself for so long, I can't do that. I can. If you want to do something bad enough, you'll figure it out. So I naturally just like jumped right in. I was like, I just want to know everything. I want to know everything about how to put makeup on. So I've been learning for 2 years on my own. Okay, so we'll get back to that conversation. So we've got 3 shimmery, I think, foiled type shades. I'm going to go in with Creme Brulee. It is like, there's like a very deep color, a light color, and this is kind of like in the middle. It's kind of like a little rosy-ish kind of, rosy gold, brown, light brown color. Now, I like to use my fingers for the lid, at least just for the initial application. I feel with almost all eyeshadows, if you use your finger to put the eyeshadow on, you get the most color payoff, you get the most pigment. So that's what I do to get the color on, and then I use an eyeshadow brush to blend it out and further place it where I need it to be. So, I mean, I hope you could see this. You should be able to. I think I'm pretty close to you guys. So, it's going well. This is good. All right, other eye. And I just think it looks so, so pretty. It's like blending right into my crease color so easily. I'm amazed by how good like using your finger for application can be. I'm just gonna blend a little bit in the crease, just a little bit. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of fallout under my eyes, so I'm glad that I'm not doing my foundation yet. All right, I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to deepen up the crease even more. And I'm gonna take, it's called Mocha. It's like this really dark brown. And I'm gonna take that into the outer corner. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. I do hope a lot of my friends end up watching this because they're always asking me questions about how to put makeup on. And so a big tip with eyeshadow is always tap off the excess after you dip your eyeshadow brush into your color, because, you know, a lot of eyeshadows are going to pick up a lot of powder, and that's okay. But you want to make sure you tap off your brush so that you don't end up getting powder all over your face and you don't end up getting like a patchy application. You always want it to be just a nice, smooth, and evenly blended application. So you can see I'm going into my outer corner. It's called the outer V. So I'm kind of making a V on the corner. Alright, and I'm just going to blend with my blending brush one more time. Alright. And that's most of it for the eyelid. Like, I always go back in and fine tune. I need some water. So I'll probably go back in, you know, when it gets closer to the end of the look and just kind of fix things up. Alright, so now that we've done that, I'm thinking we should go into some eyeliner on the top lid. So I have a new product. I could find it. Where are we? I got so much stuff lined up in front of me. Okay, so I have been talking to a few makeup artists recently, trying to get more tips and learn as much as I possibly can. And I met a makeup artist named Liz over the phone, and she recommended this product. It is by Mercier, and it's called Cake Eyeliner. Now, I had never heard of cake eyeliner in my life. It's a thing. I don't think there's many products out that are, you know, advertised as a cake eyeliner. Like, I was looking it up, I Googled it, and I found one by NYX, like, online, but I couldn't find it in a store. I wanted to pick it up in a store. So, but she did recommend the Mercier. So here's what it looks like. It's black. I got it at Blue Mercury. It's expensive. It's $25. I don't normally buy expensive makeup like that, but I did just recently have a birthday. I've had birthday cash, so I've been treating myself to things that I normally wouldn't. Okay, so the thing about Cake Eyeliner is that it looks like an eyeshadow, but it stays better. Like, it's water activated, first of all. So I dip my brush into a little bit of water. I kind of blot it on like a towel, just so it's not like completely overly saturated. And then you dip it in your cake liner, and you just use your flat brush to kind of apply. And lately I've been using eyeshadow as eyeliner a ton because I like that, you know, I have like every kind of color eyeshadow you can imagine. So it's like, oh, I could do eyeliner in any color that I want. And I just think it's fun. But this actually stays really nicely. So I thought it'd be really good for my bride. So I picked it up. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna apply the cake liner. So I just dipped it in my water. And then I'm just going to swirl it around in here. And like, it doesn't pick up any powdery nonsense. It's like, it just stays in place, which is really cool. Because with eyeshadow, you know, it's gonna pick up a lot and can kind of get messy. And you don't want to get messy with eyeliner. Eyeliner is one of the hardest parts of makeup. So, okay, I'm gonna bring my mirror closer. All right, I've been practicing lately the art of not pulling, but because we're on camera, of course, I'm going to do it because the pressure's on. So you guys could see, right? Okay. So I'm just kind of placing it as close as I can to my eyelashes. Getting really, really close and just placing it. I'm actually doing really well for being on camera live. The pressure's on and it's going pretty well. That's like the best time I ever did it. That's insane. Okay, so we're gonna dip back in. I'm gonna do the other eye. Let's hope that one goes as well. So yeah, I like this product. It really does stay all day. It's not as messy as a liquid eyeliner. I like it a lot. I'm really glad I got it. I've been using it every day. Can you see me? Okay. You can. Yeah. Beautiful. So this, as far as I remember, it came in a few colors. I don't remember what colors, but they were like on the darker side because most people want to wear like a darker color for eyeliner. All right, we're done. Okay, that was like the easiest time I ever did it. I don't want to get too cocky though, so. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with like the whole eyelid area. I didn't yet highlight the top. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just don't feel like there's a need. So what I'm going to do now is I have some makeup wipes also from the Dollar Tree. These are different. They say compare to Neutrogena. I usually use my Global Beauty Care wipes, but I just thought I'd pick these up too. I'm looking for a brand and it just doesn't say. It just says compare to Neutrogena. So, okay. So I don't have a ton of fallout under my eyes, but there is some. And like, can you see? Like, I don't know if you could see, but yeah, there is some. So the last thing you want is to be like putting foundation over that. And also it would, like I said, it would be a shame to like have done all this work on your under eye and then have to take it off because you got eyeshadow on there, you know? So, okay, there we go. All right, so now I did do some under eye care before, but I'm gonna redo one of the steps. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. under eye primer under my eyes. I don't know if they sell this anymore. I thought I remembered like hearing quickly or in passing that this does not exist anymore. I have two. I forgot why I have two. I think I thought I lost one and then I rebought it. And e.l.f., you know, it does not hurt your wallet, so I was like, no big deal if I'm rebuying this. Okay, So I want that to kind of like just dry, because I don't want to put like concealer and stuff on top of, you know, wet primer and creams and stuff like that. Okay, so I could not decide which foundation to use, but now it's coming to me. Okay, so recently I bought this. I'm not going to use this today, but I finally bought the It Cosmetics CC Cream, and this stuff is so good. And like so many products that are hyped up, like when I finally get a chance to get it, like I understand why. Like it's very easy to apply. It smells so good, and it just makes your skin look so natural. Like I just love it. It's a beautiful consistency. I've recommended it to a few people, and they've gone out and bought it and love it. So It Cosmetics CC Cream. There's also a newer matte formula. I got the original just because, I don't know, that's what I wanted. I couldn't really decide, but I just went with what I originally wanted. Excuse me while I get some water. All right. So I'm not going to use that though, because I'd have to wash my hands, and that would be really hard to do right now. So I thought I would use a new brush that I just got with a foundation. So this is by e.l.f. It's their Beautifully Precise line. It's called this. It comes in this case, the Swirl Foundation Brush, and I just thought it looked really pretty. Can you see the swirl there? And it says on the back, this swirled rose-shaped brush has a fluid reservoir to swirl and blend liquid foundation onto the skin for a sheer to full coverage based on how much foundation is in the center of the brush. Let's see. All right, buff it into the skin using a circular swirling motion. So I have not used this yet. This is new to me. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. What shade did I get? Almond. I got almond. I actually picked the correct color on my own. I was proud of myself. And I'm going to just like pump out a bit on the front of my hand, and we're going to go to town with this. Now, I kind of feel that it's just ever so slightly dry on my skin, this foundation. So I'm using a little bit of a face oil in there. Just put like 2 drops in with that, just to kind of give it like a dewier, more moisturizing effect. And what did I use? You probably want to know what I used. The Physicians Formula Bright Booster, just a facial oil, is my second bottle. And I haven't rebought many things because it takes me a while to go through stuff, but I did rebuy that. So I'm swirling on my hand, and we're going to go to town. And foundation is like one of my most favorite things to do. I love it so much. Oh, I'm supposed to swirl. Oops. Alright, and as you can see, it's going well. I get so satisfied by seeing like all the redness disappear. Like, I love it. I'm telling you, this is what gets me out of bed in the morning. I know it sounds crazy, but I get so excited to play with makeup every single morning. Like, I really, really do. It gets me so excited. So I don't mind doing this. I really don't. It doesn't bother me one bit. I find it so fun. And it is a part of my day that is for me, you know. I do have 2 kids, and life is insane. We are doing a lot of stuff, me and my husband. We have a lot of things going on. I'm sure it's too much, but we're not really willing to give anything up that we're doing because we have a lot of passions. And I hope in the end, it teaches our kids to follow their passions. So, okay. I need more because I need to get it onto my neck a bit. So, I used to always be afraid of foundation when I was younger because, you know, that line on the chin, you know, we didn't really know that you need to blend down onto your neck so that everything just, you know, you don't have that line on your chin, that dang line. Alright, I like this brush. I know that the Beautifully Precise line is a little pricier. I think I only have like 2 brushes. you know, that are the beautifully precise. All right. I think we're good, right? I think we're good. I didn't quite swirl. I was supposed to swirl, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like the pressing, you know, pressing buffing motion. That's just what I'm used to doing. You know, and I change how I do things. Like sometimes I apply foundation with a sponge, sometimes a brush, sometimes my fingers, depending on like the consistency of the foundation and like what's working best in the moment. Okay, so next, this is the second product that Liz had recommended to me. It's the Trish McEvoy Instant Eye Lift. This is to brighten under the eyes. To my knowledge, you can use it by itself. You can use it under concealer or over concealer. I've been putting it under my concealer. And I'm also very careful. I know I look really freaky right now because my under eyes are not done. Like you can see the difference, right? I'm very careful not to use too much product under my eyes because makeup does cause the under eye to look a little more aged. So I don't want to bring out my fine lines, but I don't know, like I feel like sometimes makeup does a little bit. So I'm just gonna like use very minimal under there. And I think I'm gonna use my fingers to blend this in. I think I might need a little more. This eye came out good. This one did not. So I think I just need a little more. Okay. And this does have like a peachiness to it, so it's not like it's the exact right color, but it does cancel out any of like the darkness under your eyes. And then I'm going to use a concealer. I have so many new concealers that like so many people say are so good, and like there's a reason for them thinking that because they are. Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This has been like popular forever and ever and ever, and it is really nice. Much newer by Makeup Revolution. Their Conceal and Define Concealer, really nice on the more liquidier side, which I like. And then recently I went to Sephora and I picked up this Becca concealer. I think there's two on the website. This is like the one that's, it's really hard to read. Oh, the Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. And I met a super nice makeup artist there, and he recommended two products to me, and this was one of them, this concealer. So I'm just going to kind of dot this under my eye. I don't want to do too much. I don't like cake it on like I know a lot of people do. Like they really go nuts with that concealer under the eye, but I think as you're aging, it's not going to work for you. It's just not. I see someone's here. I can't see messages, so maybe she didn't message me yet, but I see someone's here, so thank you for joining. Feel free to join in on the conversation. I'm a little lonely here. I'm going to tap this in with my finger also. And I am happy with this concealer. I really, really like it. I went in there to pick up a Bobbi Brown concealer. And I know they make it in like liquid form, like in a tube like that. But then they also make it in like the little pot. And that's the one I was picking up, this one. And then he was like, oh, that might be a little thick and tacky for under your eyes. And it comes with a setting powder too. And like I had to kind of agree with him. You know, I probably should have been going for like the Bobbi Brown concealer in the tube because it's more liquidy than this. But like I've always been intrigued by this. So needless to say, he was correct. And it is too tacky for under my eyes. But guess what? I found an amazing use for this. So foundation, I've always had trouble with foundation staying on my nose. So I found that this works beautifully on my nose and it stays. So that is what I'm using this for. I think it is like the most amazing thing for me. I'm like so happy that I discovered a use for this. I was thinking about bringing it back, but I'm telling you, foundation doesn't stay on my nose, and I know a lot of people have that problem. So that is what I use this for. I'm just gonna blend this out a little more. Hold on. I need a little bit more concealer. Just a little. Okay. All right, now we're good. So next what I'm going to do is set my under eye. Someone's here. You fire, thank you. Thank you. I hope you're learning something. Oh, there's 2 people here, how exciting. I'm going to use the Essence Brighten Up powder to set my under eye. Where's my brush to do that? Bear with me. I can't find it. I'm just going to use an eyeshadow brush, okay? 'Cause I can't. Oh, there it is. This is, I believe it's a Morphe brush. It's an E8 brush, and I love, 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 like I did before, I set my lid, and I really like it to set my under eye too. So, and the Essence Brighten Up powder is very powdery. Oh, a girl you would have to marry. You would marry me? Well, thank you. But I am married, so, but thank you for the compliment. So I'm going to set my under eye with this Essence Brighten Up powder. And guess what's happening right now? My eyes are tearing, so that stinks. I've been having this new recent problem with my eyes tearing when I do makeup. And that just totally stinks. Like, I do not need that because then that ruins everything I'm doing. But I do have new allergies. I'm allergic to pollen, cats, and dogs, and I just found that out. And, like, apparently I would have known that. Yes. Oh, yes, I'm married. I'm sorry. So anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm losing my train of thought. I don't know what I was just saying. I don't know what I was just saying, so just forget it. Okay, so we're going to move on to setting the rest of my face. I used the Brighten Up banana powder, and now I want to use a setting powder, and I've got 2 here. We're going to experiment a little bit. So, very popular, the Coty Airspun. You can't see. I hope you can see me. Coty Airspun. This is a loose face powder, and a lot of people like this one, and I was like, let me try it out. And then I picked up another one that my makeup artist friend also recommended to me in Sephora, and this would be, oh, lid is off, but it's the Becca, what is it called? It's like the Hydra, oh, all right, I'm going to flip this upside down. The Becca Hydra-Mist Set and Refresh Powder. So he was like, this is going to be amazing for you because you are older and you've got the fine lines. It's more hydrating. Like anything that brings hydration would be wise. So I've been trying to form an opinion on this recently. You can see like it's going everywhere. I've been trying to form an opinion on this recently. I just can't figure it out. Sometimes I feel like it's lifting my makeup off my face. But then other times I'm like, no, but it's really like minimizing my pores. Like, so I just need a lot more time with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half with the Coty Airspun and half with the Becca. And we're going to see how that goes. I did this the other day. I wasn't seeing much of a difference, but I just think that things take time. It takes time sometimes to formulate an opinion on a product. So, all right. So I just put the Coty Airspun into the lid here. Tapping it off, and we're going to do Coty on this side, okay? And we're just pressing it into the skin to set our foundation. A little forehead. I feel like it just made all the forehead wrinkles go away on this half. Can you see that? How it's like wrinkly here and not wrinkly here? That's really nice. That looks really nice. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Becca Hydra-Mist setting powder. And we're going to do the other side. All right, so I put it in my cap again. And we're going to set the other side. Now, this is a very interesting setting powder because it feels wet upon application. Literally, it does. And it can be a little intimidating at first because you're like, you know, is it taking my makeup off? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. Okay. Okay, so we've set the entire face. I'm trying to see the difference and I can't. So I'm gonna just like throughout the day try to keep checking in on my foundation and like see if I could formulate an opinion on what I like better, because I just can't seem to figure it out. But we said it, that's what's important, right? All right, I'm just trying to clean up a little bit here. Okay, so now that the face is all done, I can actually work on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna crack out the Dominique's Cosmetics Latte Palette again. And I just wanna brush, like, I'm trying to find the right brush here. Small little brush. I'm gonna brush a little bit under my eyes. I'm gonna start like real simple and go in with the camel color, the second one, and just brush under my eyes. I think I need a fluffier brush. I need a fluffier brush. Alright, here's an e.l.f. one. And I'm gonna actually go in with the pumpkin spice now. The one on the end is like the orangey one. We'll see if that works better. Yeah. That's showing up a little more. Okay. And then recently I picked up a pencil brush. I wanted a really good pencil brush, so I got one by Sigma. And this is the E30. And I thought this would be really, really nice under the eyes. Nice and precise. So I'm going to go with the Mocha, the brown one. And just kind of very lightly go about 3/4 in. And we've got like a nice smoky look. Nice and diffused. Alright, I need more. I need more! Alright. Alright. And then what we're going to do is highlight the eyes, and so we're going to go like on the inner corner just to kind of like brighten everything up, and that's where this really nice shade comes in. It is called Macchiato. It's this one right here, okay? So it's super, super shimmery and light and just kind of brightens everything right up. So I just need to find a really good brush for that. Oh, okay. So these Luxie brushes came in my BoxyCharm. I think they're really, really good. I'm gonna try one of them. We got 4 eye brushes and they're all like really small and good for detailing. So we're gonna dip into this. And I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner first. Cool. And then I'm gonna kind of just like sweep it on the inner corner of the lower lash line. Okay. And then I'd like to bring some of that like in the inner corner and like up onto the inner part of my eyelid. So I'm gonna do that next. Just to kind of really brighten things up. And this is like, oh, I love this look. I love it. I love it. See, like it just makes me so happy. Starts my day off just the way I need it to. I love it. That does the trick, I'm telling you. Do you love it? Okay. And then I might do like just a little bit of highlighting now, like I said before. I didn't get around to that. So I'm going to try this vanilla cream color. And I'm going to just sweep that under my brow bone. That works. I used to sometimes put like a shimmery shade up here, but I don't like how that looks anymore. It's no good. It's no good. So just brightening it up. All right, I love it. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Okay, we're gonna move on. Actually, what I like to do sometimes is set my eyes just so that everything like just stays in place. So Morphe setting spray is where it's at. Like, I love it. It actually smells amazing. I love that it's an aerosol can. And the hype, you know, there's a reason for the hype. It's just so good. So I just want to like, oh, I need to blend. Hold on. I just want to lock in my eyes. Hold on. Hold on. Get a clean brush. All right, good enough. All right, so I like to just do a little spritz on the eyes. I didn't do mascara yet. I'm gonna wait till the end for that. Okay, next is bronzer. So, I'm like cracking out all the high-end stuff. Like, I never buy high-end makeup ever. Like, it's very seldom I do because it is expensive. But it's good stuff too. So I did pick up the Marc Jacobs bronzer. It's in Tantastic, number 104. So expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. Like, I don't think there's a need for it, but it's really pretty packaging. It just, I don't know, it's like a luxury item. Like, it's just nice to treat yourself every now and then. And maybe there is a reason for it being $49. And we're just going to bronze. We're adding color back into the face. Okay, we need more. So yeah, this doesn't seem to be like a scary bronzer. Like, it kind of like goes on nice and like minimally, and then you can just layer it up. I like this. Okay. And then just want to put a little more color back everywhere else, on the forehead, on the nose. I like to do right under my nose because I feel like when all your makeup is done and you put nothing here, it like beams. It's like white right there. And you, I don't know, I think it just needs a little bit of color. I'm going crazy because I need more. I need more. I still feel like I need more. Hold on. I'm going to cake it on. Okay. All right, I think we're good now. Okay. We're going to move on to blush. Where's my blush? Okay. Not a new item, Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Feisty. So this has like a peachy, it's like a peachy color. And I've been using this for a long time. So I love this blush brush. This is also by Morphe. It's an R10. Really, really nice for the cheeks. It just applies perfectly. All right, so that like went on, you know, I'm gonna blend that out a little bit. More? Yes. Okay. Blend that out a little bit. Okay, and then my favorite part, highlighter. I'm like a highlighter addict. I have way too many highlighters. It's like ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous. So I'm between two right now, but I think I know which one I'm going to use. I'm not using this one. This is the Wet n Wild Loose Highlighter. I just found it in CVS, and I've been wanting to try a loose highlighter for the longest time ever. And I always wanted to try the Wet n Wild one, and it's never in stores. I'm like, it's online only. I am not ordering a highlighter for $5 or whatever it is and paying shipping on top of it. So it just like jumped out at me in the store, and I got it. So I love it. But today I'm going to use the Lancome Dual Finish Highlighter. I have an aunt that just like gave this to me out of nowhere. Like she said she got it for free and didn't need it or want it, and I was like, oh my God, really? Like, do you understand my highlighter obsession? So the color is Luminous Gold, And this is such a good highlighter. Like, it goes on so smooth, and like, it just looks so, so good. So that's what we're using today, because I'm just loving it these days. I'm like losing track of all my brushes, guys. I'm really sorry. Here, hold on. All right. I have a bunch of brushes over there that I washed, but I wasn't going to use during the video, but I can't find my highlighter brush, so here's another one. So I'm just going to swirl it around and just apply it on my cheekbones. And it just adds like such a nice glow. Like, I love it. Love it so much. Yeah, highlighter is just, I don't know, I feel like it's just the icing on the cake. Let me just blend this out a little bit. I just feel like it's the icing on the cake, and it just like pulls your whole look together. Like, I love it. Okay, a little bit on the nose. Not too much. And I don't like to add it to the chin. I don't know, maybe I will. I don't know. Just kind of sweep it wherever. Okay, what do we have left? Brows. Okay, I don't do anything too crazy to brows because my brows are like, they're fine. They don't need too much attention. So I use Benefit's Gimme Brow. And I just literally, I like how you could just comb out your brows with it while applying. Like, I just really don't do much. I semi-recently had my brows done, so they're in good shape. I don't do the whole, like, shaping of the brows and all that. It's just, I'm just not into that. They're fine. I do have this little piece that sticks up a lot, but what can you do? They're always addressing it when they're waxing my brows. Okay. That's done. I think all we have left is lipstick. Is that really true? Did I do it all? I do want to deepen up my crease one more time before we go to that. Where's my palette? So sorry, guys. Here it is. I want to deepen up the crease of my eyes just to give it a little more dramatics, theatrics. I'm just going to blend that a bit. Like, I always have an issue right here. I need to blend it more. Diffuse it out. There we go. It's better. All right. Okay. All right, we're done. All right, and I'm between two lipsticks. So, two very affordable lipsticks, actually. This one is by e.l.f. It is they're matte. No, it's Modern Metals, which is a matte liquid lipstick. And it's like a very pumpkin-y type of color. And then we've got Rimmel Stay Matte. I've had this one for a while, and it's like a lot lighter. It's a lot less dramatic. I think we're gonna go for the bolder lip though. We're gonna try it. So, I don't typically line my lips when I'm using a liquid lipstick. When I use a regular lipstick, I do. That's just me, and that's just how I do it. That's really bold. Sorry, I can't talk. Come on. And I like this. Oh, it's not perfect. I gotta fix it. I like how it has like a pointy tip, so it helps you to like get precise application. Okay. I like it. That looks good. And then I always top my matte liquid lipsticks with some sort of gloss. I try not to sometimes just to change it up, but like I just get really sucked into like I need a gloss, and I need a sparkle. So this is also by e.l.f. It's Modern Metals, and it's in the color, I don't know, but it's like the rosy, goldy, very sparkly one, okay? And yeah, you'll see the transformation here. I mean, it's so much better. So much better. Yep. And the one thing I don't like about glosses is like when you put it over your lipstick, it turns your lipstick wand the color, I mean your gloss wand the color of the lipstick. And that does bother me. So I have my makeup wipe here and I'm just gonna like clean that off because that bothers me a lot. I don't want to dip it in and get like this dark lipstick color in my gloss. So that's done. Or sometimes what I'll do is I'll dip it in and then I'll just put it on my finger and then apply with my finger. So anyway, yeah, this is definitely more goldy, a goldy, sparkly gloss. So, but it's not too much. It's like it's not like a cheesy, overly done gloss. Like it's perfect. So I think I'm done. All right. So what I want to do, I have this very old Bare Minerals brush. It's like a blending brush to just kind of diffuse everything, so there's no harsh lines anywhere. I don't really see much of that going on here, actually. I think I'm pretty well blended. It went through the ringer when I washed it once. I don't know what happened, but it's in bad shape. But it still works well, so I just use it. So I think I'm done. I think I didn't forget anything. So we're gonna spray. Oh, mascara! Do you see? I did forget mascara. Okay. Another makeup artist friend that I just recently met, her name is Brenda, and she recommended this mascara primer. It's by L'Oreal. And it's called the L'Oreal Luminous Primer. And she said that this makes all the difference in the world with amping up your lashes. And I've heard so many different opinions on this, like, you know, some people think it's gimmicky to use this, and like, you know what? It's not. It actually worked really, really well. So we're amping up my lashes. And you want to put your mascara on over this while this is still wet. So I'm just going to put this on one eye first. And I'm going to use, it's an Ulta Plush Drama Mascara. I bought this a while ago, and it's a very, very wet formula, and it's still working well. It really is. I don't throw mascaras out when you're supposed to. I throw them out when they dry out, and I feel like they stop performing well. And I also have discovered that a lot of mascaras, they perform so much better after they've been open for like a little while and used a few times. It's just something I've realized through trial and error and trying out lots of different makeup. All right. I'm liking it. I'm liking this lash primer, I'm telling you. And I am not an eyelash girl, so this works for me. I don't think I'm ever going to get into doing false eyelashes, at least for myself. Like, you know, learning to put it on other people is fine, but like, I don't think I'm ever going to put false eyelashes on myself. And that's my husband's alarm clock, so guess what? He has like alarm clocks all over the house when he wakes up. We're going to end this right now. We're going to spray. All right. So, can you hear that? So take that as your alarm clock too. It's time to wake up, people. What time is it? I don't know because my phone is recording. So that's it. That was my getting ready for work. I hope that, you know, you learned a little something. I hope that, you know, I enlightened you on a few new products that are out, you know, old or new. And I just hope you, you know, just got a little something out of this and had a little fun with me. I'm sure all of you will be catching this on the replay because it's very early and you're all actually getting ready for work yourselves. So if you have any questions or anything like that, just leave a comment below. I would be glad to answer any of your questions. So have a great day, everybody. TGIF. See you later.